last week. So,
Gone, Doc. Yeah.
hey, what's up, everybody? This is another episode of the Ragsdale Family Fight, NFL Family Fight with me and my brothers. Listen, we got my brothers Harold Ragsdale, we got Curtis Murray, and we got my big brother Chucky Ragsdale, who is getting all the smoke today because his Kansas City Chiefs did not win last week.
KC Chokers.
I can't say nothing because I chose them too. But hey, let's see what happens this week, though. Man,
Chokers.
last week was
Enjoy while you can. Enjoy while you can.
last week was an
Chokers.
anomaly, man. I think that we missed more games last week than we ever have, but this week is a new week, and I'm planning on coming back because it seemed like to me that if I chose them, they lost. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this week and go ahead and see what we got going on. Chuck, hey, but first and foremost, we want you to like, share, and subscribe. We want you to check out all the stuff that we got going on the Ragsdale Family Network. We want you to tell a friend about this show that we have going on. We're just having a good time, and we want you to have a good time with us. All right, Chuck, what do we got going on today?
All right, we're gonna start off with this week's order. Will be first Kurt, then myself, Harold, and Daryl.
And hold up, before we get started, don't we owe a Mr. Dak Prescott?
Hey, y'all check the tape. I never said I would do that.
Mr. Dak Prescott.
Yeah. And I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew that some people wouldn't appreciate it, but as you can see, this is Dak's movie. He's still writing, but I'm on the screen for you, Dak. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm on the screen for you.
We got Kurt won it this week. Kurt was the weekly winner. He won with 7 picks. And we everybody else got 5, and I think Daryl got 4. So the stands don't really. Kurt moved up a little bit in the stands, but other than that, everything remained unchanged. Harold and myself, we voted. We went on 4 different games where we picked different, and we split 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So that's how it went this week. It's a very interesting week this week. Man, there's some tough choices. I don't know who to pick. The way the season's been going, it's been a lot of upsets. It's a lot of teams seem like they're hitting their stride. Everybody's playing. The teams that started off, playing good are falling. And, like the Texans, 1 week up, 1 week down, and just when you least expect it, it seems like the teams that are down are coming back and winning now. Few teams on a winning streak. But, yeah, I'll digress. Let me get off of this. I hate that word digress. I can't believe I said that. But anyway, we're going to get kicked off. We start off our Thursday night game with the Chargers going to play the Raiders. Both teams appear to be on a downward spiral, and they're both in my division. And who you got, Kurt, this game? Oh, congratulations on the weekly win.
Oh, man, that's all good. Shit.
Yeah. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Let me see here. The Chargers, Raiders. Man, I was cheering for Antonio Pierce, but that Minnesota Raiders game, bro, where they couldn't even score 3 points, bro. And so one thing about Kellen is he going to make that quarterback be better than what he deserves to be, the backup for Herbert, right? Herbert wasn't doing nothing anyway. So this quarterback right here, I noticed he's kind of like the dude in Cincinnati where he ain't nothing spectacular, but he can operate your offense. So I expect him to score some points. Give me the Chargers,
man. All right. I debated on this game. I hate the Raiders. I hate them with a passion. And it's hard for me to vote, to pull for the Raiders. They suck. But the Chargers don't have a starting quarterback right now. So Herbert's out with a broken finger. I'm going to still go with the Chargers. I just can't go with the Raiders. I'm sorry. How about you, Herb?
Mm. Man, give me West Chandler.
Wes Chandler was a Raider, right?
No. You know who West Chandler is. He's a wide receiver.
I was thinking. Yeah, I was
West
thinking
Chandler.
about. I don't know why I was thinking Cliff Branch.
Yeah, West
All
Chandler.
right then. Okay, so we got 3 going Chargers and Durrell. Do you want to lone wolf it?
Listen, last week I did the most study I had before any week we had done, and I had the worst week I've ever had. So this week I'm going back to my heart, and I'm just going back by the look test, and I'm not going to look at all the who's out and all this other foolishness. The Raiders, looking at them last week, man, they looked horrible, right? And I can't go with the Raiders, man. I think the Chargers have a better team. I'm going with the Chargers. Let's go with the Chargers. We're going now, with that being said, with all of us choosing the Chargers, last week I sent y'all this
I
text
know,
message.
I know.
All
That's
right,
what I'm
last
thinking,
week,
man.
I know.
That's why I
7
thought you
games.
might go lone wolf on this one.
We chose 7 games that we all
Yeah.
chose the same winner, and 6 of them boogers lost. The
Right.
only team that won that we all chose was San Francisco beat Seattle. That's the only game that we thought was going to go that way, and it actually went that way. Every other game, last week was an anomaly, man. I don't want to talk about last week no more. That was ridiculous. All right, but let's go.
It really was, though. In that vein, what can we do this? What do y'all think about this? At the end of all our picks, one more round of anybody gets one chance to change and go lone wolf on anything that we've all agreed on. If you go back and say, man, I'm looking at the picks, okay, I ain't got no way to gain on Harold. I'm gonna go lone wolf on that one pick. What about that? Can you do that?
Long as
It'll give y'all a chance to be
We'll
more
make an
competitive.
exception for this.
we do
week.
it now. You
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
we got to do it before we go off the air, right?
Off the air, yeah.
Yeah.
Like go back and be
Yeah.
like, oh man,
But
we all
then-
win. I'm gonna go on and go for it. Like,
But
give
then
somebody a chance.
but it really won't change nothing because if somebody, I see what you're saying. You're trying to catch up, but what if you start like saying, okay, I'm gonna go back and change this one? Then everybody else have an option to change. You know?
No,
they can
I'm
say,
just
okay,
saying, like anybody that want to change, they one pick at the end of all. You hear all the picks.
on one
We
pick.
go around and say, is there any pick that you want to change? Any pick that you want to change? Any
One
pick
pick.
that you want to change? Any pick that you want to
One
change?
pick,
You
that's
get
fair
one.
enough.
All
Fair
right.
enough. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm in for
Because
that.
you can't tell me we ain't finished up the show and you be like, man, if I knew they was gonna pick that way, I'd have went wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? I don't know if y'all noticed this, but 2 of us said, because at the end of last episode, we said out of all of our picks that we chose, that we were, what are the ones that we all chose together? What one do you think would be? And me and somebody chose one game, New England and Pittsburgh, and then 2 other people chose a different game. In
See,
both
I
of those
chose the
games,
Steelers.
Right,
We
right.
went
So
to
it
Steelers.
put a
both
little
of those games, we would have got those if we would have changed those picks in that
Right.
moment. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm for that. Cool.
this one. I mean, everybody get around and just, hey, if you could
Okay.
change one thing, what would you do?
Right.
And you might not change that.
Right.
All right.
All right. Cool.
We'll
I'm
kick it
just
back
proposing.
around.
That's all.
We'll kick it back. We'll make that happen after all the picks are picked. Then we'll go back and everybody have an opportunity to change one game.
Okay. Right.
Now only one game, one pick out of the games that we all chose
All pick. Yes.
one team.
Yeah,
Right.
That
Right,
was
right,
being
okay.
swept on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay then. So we kick it back around to you, Daryl. The next game, the first in the first window, the 1,300-hour window, is the Vikings are going to play the Bengals in Cincinnati. Who do you pick to win that game?
Again, that Minnesota Las Vegas game was horrible. Wasn't that the 3-0 game?
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
And Cincinnati, man.
And I
Cincinnati
think they were playing
played.
in the dome too.
Cincinnati played well last week, right? Cincinnati
Yeah.
beat up on the Colts. So, man, I'm going with Cincy at home. Give me Cincy at home.
Okay, Earl.
Hey, give me Isaac Curtis. Do you know him, Daryl?
No. I don't know.
He
He
played
must have
in
been
19. Hey, he played in 1973.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
follow that cab. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
He played 11 years. That's
with the Bengals.
He's a Bengal. Yeah, he's a Bengal.
Okay, and Kurt, I'm going with the Bengals. I'm following that cab.
Yeah, me too, man. Bengals for me too.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of options at the end, right?
Yeah.
To change the game. All right, Kurt, we'll turn it back around to you. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who is hot one week, cold the next,
Woo.
and they're going to play the Indianapolis Colts.
Where's the game at?
The game is in Indianapolis.
Man, have y'all noticed that the Steelers just look bad? They just
Offensively, it's horrendous. It's horrendous.
well, even the
really-
defense.
hey.
I'm seeing TJ Watt get manhandled a little bit. You know, I mean, really.
3-4 weeks ago, we was talking about old boy was the coach of the year. Now all of a sudden, 4 weeks later, now look at him. So
Man,
they've been
I
up and
mean,
down this year.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Indy at home, man. I just don't. The Steelers just don't do nothing for me. I wouldn't be surprised if they won, but give me Indy at home.
Okay. Boy, it's hard looking at that offense it's just tough, man. It's tough to pick the Steelers. It really is. But I really want to go with the Steelers. I really do. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I'm gonna get with Tomlin, like Tom. Let me go with the Steelers because if he blows it again, they might kick him out of there this year. I don't know. And earlier we had that discussion. I said, Steelers don't fire coaches, and they'll let him play out his contract. But I'm not so sure now. How about you, Earl?
Man, give me Yancey Thigpen.
You going with the
That's the
Steelers?
Pittsburgh Steelers. He going with the Steelers.
Already.
I know him. He was a wide receiver. I know who that is.
Thomason is they already talking about firing him. You know what I'm saying? So
That ain't gonna happen.
That's what social media, the Stephen A.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying the Steelers, why are they gonna fire Tomlin when he wouldn't even be fired for an hour? Right?
Right.
That don't make any sense. Who you gonna go get? That don't make any sense. I'm just saying that this team, him refusing to go get a top-notch quarterback, he gonna have to do like Nick Saban did at Alabama, where remember Nick will go get somebody and they ain't throw it 8-9 times, right?
Yeah.
But he had to go on. He had to change his philosophy, but keep his same defensive philosophy, but get him an offensive coordinator that was innovative. And you see what he did. He ran off 4 or 5 national championships or whatever he did. So I'm just saying, Tomlin, it ain't so much being fired, but he's going to have to change some of his ways. These old middle of the road quarterbacks, and you just play good defense, everybody know how to manufacture points too good. The game is set up for the offense to score. So, man, you got to change your philosophy. And I think he'll get a chance to do that.
Okay. I thought he'd get to finish out his contract, but Now the question is, does the contract ever gets renewed? Will they renew his contract? That's the question, because this is he got one more year on his contract.
Well, he ain't got the chance to kill no hostages yet. Trade no
Yeah.
big time players, fire no big time coaches. The GM get but Pittsburgh don't do it like that. They don't make abrupt decisions off one bad season. This dude ain't never had a losing season.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
true.
it's the social media that's putting them under the
Yeah,
pressure.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
those
have-
Pittsburgh fans are getting upset. All right,
I have
Daryl.
heard him say that, you know, that again, it's the media. Tomlin has lost the team, and I just can't believe that. You know, he's lost the locker room. They not listening to him in the locker room or whatever. He's a man that seems to me that he has a commanding presence and commands respect. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see him just losing the team. I think that if they're not good right now, it's not strictly because of him. And I think that he's earned. I think if there's any coach in the NFL that's earned a losing season or two and earned that leeway to get things back going in the right direction, I think it's him. Now, the only thing that I think is the problem with that is he's also a brother, and we don't get the chances that these white coaches get out there. You know, we don't get the leeway. We don't get that long stick. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that. So I think that might have something to do with it. If he is fired, I would believe that has to be the only reason, because he's earned. Doesn't he have a Super Bowl out there? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Winning season after winning season after winning season. Him and Ben.
I think he has two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, most coaches, if he was a different color, people wouldn't even be talking about firing him right now.
Right.
You know, but you know, it is what it is. But with all that being said, I've been going with Tomlin all year. I just believe that he's going to turn this around. I just believe that this team is going to win, and it's been biting me in the behind all season. So I'm going to this week I'm going with Indy. Let's go with Indy. Now the experts may say different, but again, this week I'm not even looking at what they think. I'm going off my eye test.
Okay. Well, you again. We got the next game is I want to make sure I don't skip a game this time like I did last time. The Broncos are going to play the Lions. Very interesting game because the Broncos are hitting on all cylinders right now. And the Lions had a big hiccup last week. So how do you feel about this game, Daryl?
Lions got beat by by Chicago, team that I can't stand. Y'all, I told y'all that in like week 1 or 2. I have a good friend that loves Chicago Bears. And the fact that they went out there and laid that egg against Chicago, whom I think is one of the worst teams in the league right now, is the Detroit Lions doing Detroit Lion type things. Denver comes off of a win, right? Denver won last week, if I'm not mistaken. Beat the Chargers. And man, I want to go with the upset so bad, but again, I'm going with my feeling on this. I think this year Detroit ain't gonna continue to do Detroit type things. I think they're gonna turn it around and they're gonna win this game at home. That might be a bad one, but I'm going with it.
Okay. And Harold?
Y'all know Lions been my pick. But because we are getting down to the nitty-gritty, say, man, Goff is playing some sucky ball. He's having trouble getting the ball, the snap. He's fumbling the snap. Man, give me Haven Moses. That's before your time, Daryl. He was a deep threat. Wide receiver.
I'm assuming he played for Denver.
Yeah. Wide
Using my context clues.
Still got records. They didn't start breaking his records till like 07.
Wow.
So you going with the Broncos?
Broncos, baby. Give me John Elway.
Oh, okay. The fact that this game was being played in Broncos, my heart tells me the Broncos going to win. However, this week I'm going to make my pick based solely on heart and the Lions being at home. The Broncos are one game behind the Chiefs right now. So I'm really, really hoping they lose. So I'm going off of emotion on this one. I'm going with the Lions.
Good.
And Kirk?
And now, the Lions, like I said, I asked you last week when we was picking the Bears and the Lions, which was one of my lone wolves, right?
Yeah, you hit that one.
I'm saying on the field, when I look at teams that are playing, the Broncos, just like Chicago, they look more explosive. The Lions quarterback, he's up and down, up and down, up and down. Hey, them boys at the Broncos is gonna be laying some wood to everybody. They're playing for their playoff life. They're one game behind Kansas City. They smell blood. And Russ is gaining momentum. I think Sean Payton will have an offensive game plan to manufacture points. I think that they can hold Detroit to field goals, man. Hey, give me Brian Greasy.
All right. Let's go, champ. Oh, that ain't Chuck no more. Look, hey, his championship is what his cap say. Retired.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck, don't look so serious, bro. Hey, it's all right, man. It's gonna be all right, man. Hey.
We're gonna flip it right around here. I want to know where all this offense came from last week when they put my boy back in the lineup as starting quarterback. The Jets, Jets. They're traveling up to the Dolphins to take on Miami. In Miami, Miami took a loss. You know, they shouldn't have, but they did. But anyway, how do you feel about that?
Lost Tyreek.
Yeah.
Tyreek hurt, right?
Yeah. His ankle, but he should be back. How do you feel about that game, Kirk?
Man, look here. Now, what I noticed was Tennessee, boy. They was hitting everything. It wasn't no helping the brother up. It was just lay all your weight on the brother and all that. I think that Tua is very dangerous because he don't escape out the side. This brother tries to go up the middle where there's 350 pounders waiting on him. Like when he gets nervous, when Tariq ain't out there, it throws his whole timing off, right, for what he wants to do. And I just wasn't impressed with what Miami was able to do without him. The Jets have a great defense. They're spoiling for it. It's a divisional game. I'm sorry. Every time I see Miami play somebody that hits hard and plays solid defense, they get blowed out. And I just think that Zach is playing just good enough to where their defense can make Tua Mr. Glass, Mr. Accident. He's going to fold up. So all that Super Bowl talk about the Miami Dolphins, man, I'm off of that. Give me the Jets, Jets. That's what it is.
I hear you, man. And I agree with you, man. That, I think the Dolphins offensive line looks good. And like you said, man, Tua, he throws some beautiful passes, but Tua's a timing quarterback. Their offense work on timing. And, man, that line is not holding up. And when you put pressure on Tua, man, Tua just seemed to, he took a lot of sacks last week. How many sacks he took last week? Like 5 or 4 or something?
Couple of fumbles, like.
Man, it was terrible, man. But I
Hey,
think
he
Miami.
looked like them Dolphins that Kurt played with in Paul Young.
Yeah.
But I
I
gotta
was on
say,
the Dolphins and Paul Young too, Kurt. I played
Oh,
with
yeah, right on.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked like the Muskogee Dolphins for real.
Hey,
and
I
think that
had
lineman,
baby crying Anthony Bill as my quarterback.
I hear you, man. I think the line has suffered a couple of injuries as well. But they're playing in Miami, warm climate. If it was in the Jets, I'd go Jets all day, man. But I think McDaniels or whatever that coach's name is will come up with a plan, and they'll squeak by the Jets. They'll just squeak by, and they'll get this one. Their lives on the line. So I'm gonna go with them fans. Mark Clayton.
Yeah.
Was his first name Mark?
Yep. Duper and Clayton.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Harold?
Give me Al Woodall.
Who did he play for?
Hey, man, come on, man. You football connoisseurs. He played from 1969 to 74. He played for the Jets. Give me the Jets.
Okay. And little bro, what's up, Daryl?
All right, so yeah, they didn't look well. Tariq got hurt last week. I ain't even gonna try it. I'm taking my pick down to my pick and my talents down to South Beach. Let's go. Let's go, Miami Dolphins. They just close, man. They got Waddle down there. Man, come on, man. Them boys too good for the Jets.
Yeah, okay.
And they're not gonna lose two in a row.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, after that D line, after the first quarter, I'm gonna put some question marks in the chat. Cause that D line gonna tear too. Mr. Glass gonna shatter.
Yes, sir. I feel it in my bone marrow, Daryl.
We're gonna flip it back around to you, Daryl. Look, man, I'm interested to see how you feel about your Texans this week. Texans are going up to Tennessee to take on the Titans. They're going to Nashville.
In Nashville. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know. I went back and forth on this one because every single time I've chosen the Texans to win this year, they've lost. I'm not even joking. Check the tape. Every single time I say the Texans going to win, they lose. Every single time I say they're going to lose, they win. I can't win. I can't win with them, right? They go into Tennessee, who's been playing good football. Henry's been running hard these last few games. Last game, I think they got that they beat Miami, as a matter of fact, last week, right? And Houston lost to a team that they should have beat. So, man, I'm not going with my heart. I'm going with the eye test. Okay, I've been hurt. I told y'all, man, I've been hurt before. You know, I can't keep going back to the same girl that keep cheating on me. You know what I'm saying? She keep hurting me. So man, I'm going with Tennessee this week, man. Give me Tennessee.
All right.
I can't stand doing it. But
how you feel about this game, Harold?
Well, look, I told y'all at the beginning, the Texans are gonna look good losing. They look good losing, and they look even better winning. But the Titans are blue-collar football players. Straight up. Even in losing, Big Henry's running hard. They play hard. They defense. They hustle. They playing at home. Boy, give me Derrick Mason.
And then they got my boy out there, and I didn't even realize that until I saw him on a couple of highlights last week. They got DeAndre Hopkins out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balling too.
Oh, they should be much better this year. I don't know what's wrong with them. It must be
the quarterback play now. That young quarterback settled in now. He got some moxie. I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Will Levis.
Okay. I got the Titans now. but I have a feeling we might all go with the Titans, and then I'll be able to. That might be one of the options I might get to pick to change, maybe. Because I really want to go with them Texans, man. But damn, they got their butts handed to them last week. So that's why it's so
And
hard for me to go with them. But I might Texas in my heart for some reason. I don't know why. But I like
the
that
heart,
coach,
Chuck.
man, and I like what he's doing. And so maybe I'll leave that for one of my change options. But I'm going with the Titans right now. And Kurt.
Yes. In memory of the Music City Miracle, R.I.P. Give me Frank Wycheck. He died
He
the
just
other day.
passed away. Yeah, it just passed away, man.
Yeah, he sure did. R.I.P.
He's the one that threw that football back across the field. 87?
Yeah.
Okay.
57,
Let
52
me
years
put a
old.
little asterisk by that one. We put a little asterisk by that one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna flip it back around to you, Kurt. We got Money Maker Baker Mayfield traveling up to Green Bay to get some love with the Packers. What say you?
Ooh, man. Look, I know everybody ain't no big fan of my boy Old Bake, but they are sitting on top of their division right now. He's used to playing in cold weather outside at Cleveland. He did it just fine. I think they're finding their identity, play some good defense, make some good third down throws. That's all they can do. Your boy Evans is still balling. Godwin's making good third down catches. Kevin Love, what's Kevin Love? Jordan Love is he's up and down. And
Up and down.
he's gonna get a ball away, probably 2 times, right? So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers in a field goal type game.
You don't know if this week gonna be love or hate, because this dude, Jesus.
Well, let me see how I feel about this. A lot of those, a lot of these football teams, they don't practice outside in the wintertime. But the Buccaneers get ready to go at the Green Bay, and it's cold. The Packers practice out in that cold, and they're used to it. But like you said, Baker, maybe because he played in Oklahoma, it gets a little cold down there.
He played
He's
in
from
Cleveland.
Texas. And yeah, he played in Cleveland. So yeah, I got the Bucks, man. I got the Bucks. And Harold?
Man, give me Mark Carey.
Who?
That's
Mark.
Tampa Bay.
Mark
Defensive back or receiver?
He's a wide receiver for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Baker's they at the top of their division right now, and Baker's playing for a job. I just don't see him letting Lovey Boy beat him. It's just not going. If Baker got to take the game on his own and take off running, Baker gonna come out of the whole field with a victory.
Yeah.
He got that. He got that dog in him, man.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
How about you, Daryl?
Again, I don't like love, hate, man. I don't know which love is going to show up. I think if Love comes out there and plays well, I think he could beat Baker. I have no faith in Baker, but Baker last week I was sick. I'm sick, right? So I've been inside. This is the best I felt all weekend since like Friday. And I actually watched the games Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I watched, and Baker actually looked good, more so than just the highlights that I normally watch. And Baker looked good, man. He was throwing some nice passes, some tight passes in that dub that they got last week, right? And I was impressed with what he did. Still have no faith in him, but I'm going with them this week because I have even less faith in Love. I just don't know what Love gonna do from week to week. So, give me
Baker's throwing the energy.
give me the touchdown maker.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all mark that asterisk on that game too. That's another sweet.
That's a
We
sweet.
all slept on that one, yeah.
Okay.
We all slept on the Chargers, Bengals, Titans, and Bucks.
Titans and
So
Bucks.
those are 4 options for right now.
Yeah,
but
I
we're
gotta
gonna
check
have
on
some
bro.
more because the San Francisco Arizona game coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some
Okay.
more. We're gonna have some more
Yeah.
sweet.
We'll turn it back around to you then, girl. We have the after the Buccaneers, we got the Giants who are they're hitting a little stride right now.
1-3
Going
in a row.
to New Orleans to play the Saints.
If I'm not mistaken, the Giants have won like three in a row. They on a roll. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong.
They're turning it around, man.
Yeah, and that running back boy, Saquon is he's a monster.
I think that they get a franchise quarterback, they could compete.
They'll be all right. That is why, and again, this is me just the eye test watching them play. I think New York gonna go. I think the Giants are gonna go into New Orleans and whoop them boys. And I think it's gonna be I wouldn't be surprised if it's a multiple touchdown game. And I hope I'm the only person that thinks this today. I'm going with the Giants. This might be my lone wolf pick.
Come on, man. You got some football knowledge in here. You got football knowledge in this room. All right. Everybody know the Giants, what they're doing right now. We see what they're doing. We see that defense. That defense
yeah.
All right. How about you, Harold?
Boy, y'all smoking something. Let me tell you something. The Saints, if Carr's hurt, they got the number 7. And then if y'all know that Jameis Winston come in and he always throw a touchdown with his no quarterback playing self. Boy, they getting ready to run them boys off the field. Who are give me Aaron Brooks.
Okay, I know that is. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be my upset pick. I'm going with the Giants. Giants hit a stride this year. I like what the Giants are doing. They're turning it around. They got Saquon running that ball. They're playing a good, solid defense. And the quarterback is just managing the game well enough not to give the games away. So they're improving. As the year goes on, the Giants are improving. And that's what you need. Every game, improve a little bit, and you'll be all right. Give me the Giants. Give me Otis Anderson.
Thank you.
Bill Simmons. All right, then. How about you, Kurt?
Man, look here. The Giants are doing a little something. I mean, and the quarterback is more than a game manager. He looks better than Daniel Jones ever thought about looking. And I'm talking about playing the position of quarterback, passing the ball, pulling it down and running when you need to, right? Only when you need to. And trusting a good defense, trusting the coach. Now, on the other side, should the Saints be better? Absolutely. Man, this is really, really a 50-50 situation. And, man, I just don't believe in the Saints, man. Give me the Giants.
That's my lone wolf.
Yeah, that's your lone wolf.
You got one. You sure it is. You got you alone. Okay, then.
Now, I thought I was going to be
back
lone wolf on the
around
other
to you, this is a game where the Falcons are going to Carolina to take on the Panthers. I have a feeling we might put an asterisk by this one. But who do you got, Kurt?
Man, man, come on, man. The Panthers are never getting picked again by me.
I'm going with the Falcons. No comments necessary. All right, Earl.
Warren Dunn.
And Earl.
Give me Andre Rison. Andre Bad Moon Rising.
All right. So that was a quick one. Let's turn it back around to you, Daryl. And this would be a pretty solid game based on what the Bears did last week. They're going to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Who you got?
Man, again, this is straight up heart. What I think, I'm going with Cleveland. I'm going with the Browns. Give me who did OJ Simpson? OJ Simpson play for the Browns?
No, he played for the
The
Buffalo.
Brown. That was Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Give me Jim Brown.
Okay. Jim Brown played with the Browns. Okay. And next pick is Earl.
Give me Greg Pruitt.
That's a good one right there. One of the Oklahoma boys. Follow that Cam. How about you, Kirk?
Richard Dent.
Ooh, you going Bears? There's your
Richard
lone wolf.
Dent.
Wow.
You got his lone
Long
wolf.
wolf on.
Justin Fields. He gonna get it done.
Let me see. Yeah, I think that's your lone wolf, Kirk.
Yeah.
It don't matter. I mean, that's who I'm picking.
Hey, man, Flacco gonna throw for over 200 on them boys.
Flacco gonna be wacko this week. It's time for him to come back to being Joe Flacco.
Come back
Yeah.
down to earth.
Yep. Just like Jared Goff is coming back to being Jared Goff.
Oh, man.
That's what I said last week, and it didn't come to
Hey,
fruition.
Yeah.
So, okay, Kurt, we turn it back around. We got the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, going down to Foxborough to play the hoodie.
I got a
Yeah.
star mark by this game, right? So, first of all, the Chiefs took that good old whipping last week. And, I was real disappointed in a great champion like Pat Mahomes to cry about a flag that went off before Kelsey ever caught the pass. He was lined up offside, something that
Yeah, the referee.
something that said, I thought it was my turn to talk.
The referee.
Is it not my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn to talk. Talk,
I'm
sir.
reclaiming my time. Thank you. First of all, I could see if he threw the flag afterwards. I would be totally on board. So that kind of disappointed me. But I'd be mad when the refs, if I thought the refs stole the game, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? And then secondly, like after the game, it made me realize one thing. Like with Pat Mahomes, though, man, when you got a haircut like that, bro, you shouldn't pout on TV.
See?
I mean, it just looked real sissified, man. It real did. But anyway, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because I don't think that the Patriots can score 21 points. Because if they could, it'd be another, they'll be crying about something else. But I'll go ahead and take the Chiefs this week, I guess. And it's subject to change. If this might be a chance for a lone wolf, I might take it. But yeah, for right now, give me the Chiefs.
Yeah. Forgive me for being rude, but I was just going to say, only thing I was saying is when they threw the flag, the referee had no idea that the play was going to score.
That's all I'm saying.
So,
thank you.
Kansas
That's
City
all
I'm
Chiefs
saying.
nerves.
he threw the
I'd have
flag.
still
he
been
threw the
mad.
flag. Yeah. He threw the flag. The
The dude
Chiefs
was
are
outside. The dude was
Chiefs-
outside. I
Hey,
mean,
outside,
he
Chuck.
was outside. You can't
Yeah.
argue about it if he was actually outside. They
Outside, man.
showed you down the line that he was lined up in the neutral zone. That's it.
I didn't say he
That's the wide
was. I didn't
receiver's
say
fault,
he
not the
wasn't.
ref's
I
fault.
didn't
I
say he
understand
wasn't.
why he over there yelling and
Excuse me,
screaming.
reclaiming my time. I didn't say he was outside. I said the referee had no idea that they were going to score a touchdown when he threw the flag. He threw the flag. The flag was thrown. Period.
Thank you. That's
He
very
was-
gracious.
yeah. Okay.
Very gracious.
Yeah, but if you want to, go into all of that, he didn't point over to the sideline to check to see if he was offsides or not, which is protocol, from what I hear, and that's why they can learn from it. Okay. Chiefs lost 4 out of the last 6 games. They're playing bad football offensively. I'm happy with the defense. Too many doggone penalties. Too many penalties. They got to get that cleaned up. I'm going with the Chiefs. How about you, Earl?
Boy, I done told y'all they going on a losing streak. And Bill Belichick is getting ready to out-coach the hamburger man this weekend. Give me Vito Pirelli. He played for the Boston Patriots. Did you know they were called the Boston Patriots there?
No,
There you go.
That's a one more time. You went with the Patriots in this game?
I went with the Boston Patriots.
He helped me out. I
Wow.
appreciate that. I'm glad he went.
Okay.
Boy, hey, y'all say, man, y'all don't see what I see. I see what's going on.
Hey,
Boy,
but
what?
on the cool, Zeke is balling though.
Zeke is balling, boy. He's balling. I'm
So,
telling you.
Zeke ain't the Kansas City defense is good.
Hey, man,
But New England's offense ain't gonna score. They're gonna score probably 10 points, maybe
Did you
14.
see Mahone on the sideline fussing like a little crybaby? Boy, they done crashed already. They done. The Chiefs are done.
I think that's gonna galvanize them. I think that spirit of Mahomes is gonna him getting mad over there on the sidelines. I think that's gonna help them do a little bit better. It was a couple of things that caused them to lose that game. Them wide receivers, boy, your wide receivers, Chuck. Ooh, Jesus.
Hey,
They just
great
keep doing
word
stupid stuff. This dumb stuff throughout the game. It just gets on your nerves. Like, how do you line up offsides on that play? How do you stand there?
I'll say this.
There's nothing to be argued. There's nothing to argue about. Go ahead, Kurt.
Just let me say this one thing. If Kansas City making it into the playoffs have to go on the road,
it's game over.
No, I'm saying if they do that this year, if they do it, I'll never speak against them niggas again. As long as we doing this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
we're gonna flip it back around to you, Daryl. Hey, I spoke like how Harold speaking this week with his chest all out. I did that last week. I'm humbled, and you'll probably be humbled next week. Okay, how about Daryl?
He would have moved this conversation on, boy.
We're going to the 49ers.
I never said who I thought was gonna win this game, man. I never said who do you mark down as my pick?
Chiefs. I thought you picked the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Yeah, give me Lynn Dawson. Give me Lynn Dawson.
Yeah, you Lynn Dawson. You should have learned your lesson last week. You still.
Now we're gonna flip it. We're gonna flip it back around to you'll be humbled next week. Don't worry about it. Fair enough. You're right. The 49ers are going to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals. What say you?
Man, come on. Are we even going to do this? San Francisco. I don't even have nothing cute to say. San Francisco going to destroy these boys.
All right, Earl.
Let me think of somebody. Brent Jones. Give me Brent Jones.
Hey,
how about you, Earl?
I'm going to give me Steve Bono.
Wow.
That's sorry.
I'm assuming that's San Francisco.
Damn.
That's sorry, Sucker Tank played for the Chiefs.
Hey, they thought he was gonna be like, Steve Young, Steve Montana.
Yeah. That was during that phase where we were picking up all the backup 49er quarterbacks.
Yep.
Gerbach.
Oh yeah, for real. Sure was.
Gerbach, Bono.
He went to Chiefs. Yeah.
It was just awesome, man. And then he went,
Right.
that's Marty Schottenheimer, man. He go get those old worn out. He even got one more. But anyway, I'm going with the 49ers, man. The best team, man, my pick for the Super Bowl in the NFC. But look out for those Cowboys. How about you, Kurt?
I hate to go against my boy Kyler, but I just don't think he even got. I tried to dream up a way I could convince myself that they had a chance, but San Fran just don't. They don't give you a chances at the ball. They don't. If you'll notice, they don't throw contested. They scheme they people wide open. So I just think they're the class of the league right now, regardless to me being a Dallas fan. Like, could we get them? Sure. You got to force them into some mistakes. And Arizona just ain't got the capability to force no mistakes.
No.
Nah, it ain't even a chance. Give me the 49ers.
Debo's, man, that's a bad.
That's a bad boy, man.
Crafty too, man. You got to give it to that Edomite. I mean that.
Yeah.
Hey, that he's the truth. He is the truth.
All right, then. We're going to flip it back around to Mr. Kirk. We got the Washington Commandos playing the Rams out there in California.
Say, man, don't look now. Even though they lost, them Rams, boy.
I've been telling y'all. Y'all been talking about how sorry.
Hey.
Receiver.
Hey, and Cooper Kupp's they third best receiver right now.
Yeah.
They're waking up.
They third best. Tutu Atwell, that Pupu Nakua, whatever that dude's name,
right.
Kuku Kachu or whatever his name is. Hey, give me the Rams, bro.
I want y'all to go back about 4 weeks when I was saying, y'all, these Rams, they be scoring a bunch of points, and I was the only person to pick them. And y'all was all like,
And they lost that week. They lost that week.
But they lost though.
They lost.
They did lose that week.
And you know what? They wasn't all that. We're saying they're improving.
Yeah, they're starting to come together.
They're turning it around. They're getting it together. Like I said, all those bad teams at the beginning are turning around, being good. And the good teams are falling back.
I knew that they had the talent.
It's a strange season, man. It's a strange season right now. But okay. How about you? It's on me. Rams, and because the Commanders are starting to fall apart. I think Rivera's on his way out the door.
Please hurry up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but they're starting to fall apart, man. They were being competitive earlier in the season, but they've taken a slide back. All right, Harold.
Give me Vince Ferragamo.
Okay. And it's starting to be a riddle, man, because you're digging up players from the past. But I think I know what you're talking about.
You know,
Durham.
Give me Jack Youngblood.
Yeah.
That was
Look, 1.5 years old when Jack Youngblood played.
Yeah,
that's all right.
It's a respectable name right there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we definitely got to put some respect on his name. So we'll turn it back around to you, Daryl, see what thing you got to pull out in this one. We got the Dallas Cowboys going to Buffalo, that sorry-ass team that beat us yesterday, to play the Bills.
I don't got no names for this one. Y'all know how I feel. Listen, I gotta give Dak his props. He came out. He staved off his breakdown for one more week.
Don't you have to say Mr. Prescott?
No, I never said I would do that. Y'all go back and watch the tape, all right? He was like, I think y'all should do this. I was like, I ain't doing that. Okay. But I'm not gonna call him the other. I'm not gonna call him the female. I'm not gonna give him the whole name. I'm calling him Dak. I'm calling him Dak. I ain't gonna disrespect the name today. You know what I mean? Until he break down, which I'm sure he's gonna do. If not this week, it's definitely coming real soon because it happens every year. And a leopard doesn't change a zebra. Leopard doesn't change its spots. A zebra don't change its stripes, whatever it is. All right. But for this week, man, Buffalo looks good. They're hitting their stride. And I think Buffalo, they're at home. Dak did it last week, and this is going to be a letdown game for the Dallas Cowboys. They all high right now, and they're going to do what they usually do. I think Dallas Cowboys going to start doing Dallas Cowboys type things. But give me Buffalo. Give me Jim Kelly. I mean, I know that's a – give me Bruce, the wide receiver. Give me Lofton. You know, give me
Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith. I was about to say that. Yeah, Bruce Smith. Give me Thurman Thomas. Give me any of them great Buffalo players.
All right. How about you, Harold?
Hey, man, it's cold weather. It's cold weather.
You picked against them last week, Jimmy.
And I just, well, hey. But I told y'all, hey, if they gonna beat them, that was the game to beat them. But this is cold weather. This is not in Jerry's world. And I love the way Allen managed that game and whooped the Kansas City Thieves in their own Arrowhead broke down stadium. They did the thing, and Allen is on a roll. They playing at home. Boy, give me Joe Ferguson.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys. How about you, Kirk?
Look, I get it, all of that. I'm just looking at purely at the team. I say, can Dallas win a shootout? Yes. Can Dallas score on defense? And will Josh give the ball away? Check mark. Is Dallas battle tested? Check mark. Are they playing for anything? Yes, because guess what? Philly ain't gonna beat New York Giants twice. They're not going to do it. And so I think we'll see later on in the next picks what my philosophy is. I don't doubt Josh and all that, but he's a creature of habit. And his habit is giving the ball away. He has the most since he entered the NFL. And their defensive backfield and their linebackers, they're injured. They lost two of their best linebackers. So I look for Ferguson to absolutely dominate the game at the tight end position. Put it like this, any three of our tight ends, they all going to have catches. The linebackers can't keep up with them. I don't even know if it'll be close, but give me Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that said, Kirk, we turn it back around to you once more. The last game, Sunday night game, the last game in the Sunday window, the Ravens going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars in Duval. Who you got? How you feel about that game?
Man, I respect the Jags. Man, Trevor, he's out there playing on a high ankle sprain. He gave the ball away 3 times last week. Them Ravens, man. If he was fully healthy, it was gonna be a tough task. Give me them. Give me Lamar, man. Give me Lamar.
You know what made me change my pick? I know they're playing in Jacksonville, but what made me change my mind was that game last week, what I saw with the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars last week and was pretty disappointed with how they performed. Yeah, there's something wrong with them. I don't know. So Ravens, they balling out. The Ravens barely, they barely winning, but they still winning. I had to go with the Ravens, man. I think the Ravens will go in. It's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a tall task. But I think they'll go into Jacksonville and come away with the win. And it's going to be a hard fought, close game. But I'm going to give it to the Ravens. And Hurl?
Give me Anquan Bolton.
Is this going to be a sweep?
He was Debo before Debo.
Already.
Give me Jonathan Ogden. Follow
Yeah.
that camp.
I ain't mad at
With
that
who?
either.
Jonathan Ogden.
Ravens?
Offensive tackle, one of the best.
blind
All of
side.
fame.
No, that's
That's a
Orr.
blind
No,
side.
no,
man.
that's not the
Orr.
blind.
That's Michael Orr.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my
okay.
that's
Yeah, that's Orr. So that's another game that we got an asterisk by. And the last Monday night football game, and it's back to Durham. We got the Eagles coming off of 2 straight losses.
Yep.
Going to
against
play
my system.
the system.
Ah,
Pete Carroll.
who
What
lost
you got to
last
say
week?
about this?
Man. You know, hey man, I lived in Seattle for 5 years, man. If I had a second favorite team, I would have to say it's Seattle. Man, the system, man, but Philadelphia lost 2 in a row. Oh, but they away too. This one might be one that I change if y'all all go the same route, but I don't know if y'all all will. Man, give me Brian Dawkins.
And Hurl?
Say, man, they got Andrew Luck playing quarterback for the Seahawks. Geno hurt. He'll probably come back, but he's still tender. Andrew Luck can't do it. Man, give me Seth Joyner. Hurts gonna ball out.
I'm going with the Eagles. I don't see them losing 3 in a row. Just like I don't see the Chiefs losing 3 in a row. They won't lose 3 in a row. Good teams don't lose 3 in a row.
Say, put
But
your
you
glasses
lose 3 in a
on.
row.
You about to see it. Hey, and the
Well,
Chiefs ain't losing.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
San Francisco did lose 3 in a row. Okay, then. How about you, Kurt?
Man, okay. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone, man. Dak Prescott just got arrested by Texas State park officials for killing eagles. Man, it's gonna be barbecue chicken. It's gonna be barbecue chicken, right? The Eagles are getting ready to get hit. Jalen's getting ready to get hit. Pete Carroll knows all about mobile quarterbacks and all that, blah, 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 blah. This whole kitty cat Pop Warner offense that Eagles is running, it's getting ready to come to an end. If they can't win a hard, bruising, hard-hit game, and they're going to refuse to run the ball over 11 or 12 times with their running back, they're going to get smashed. And can they lose 3 in a row? I think they can. Give me Pete Carroll and Drew Lock and Lottie, Dottie, and anybody else who's playing quarterback. I'm out on the Eagles.
Okay, so that's it. That wraps up the week.
Wow.
I mean, week 14 pick. Now I give you guys while we shoot the breeze a little time to go over all the asterisk games. We got the Chargers Raiders you could think about, the Bengals Vikings you could think about. We got the Titans Texans we could think about, the Buccaneers and the Packers we could think about. We all went with the Packers. We all went with the Giants. No, so we got a lone wolf on the Saints. We all went with the Falcons to beat the Panthers. I can go ahead and mark that one off, huh?
Yeah.
We all picked the 49ers to win against the Cardinals. We all went with the Rams. And we all went with the Ravens. So while we just, free falling right now, people can start thinking about if they want to make any changes.
Man, give me my Texans.
That's one of the ones I was thinking about right there.
Okay, you use yours. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Damn, Daryl. Damn, Daryl. Dang, Daryl.
Wow.
That would be the only game that I feel comfortable about changing. Well, no. Well, I said I might come back to that one. That's the one I said I might come back to. But man, I'm pretty confident in all my other. Well, I can't say confident, but I'm comfortable with all my other picks.
What about that Tampa Bay Green Bay?
No. I'm solid with the Bucks, man. I think they'll do it. I really, really want to roll with them Texans, man. I really do. But
no, you
right
can,
now,
you can do it. I mean, we didn't say. I just jumped out there and we didn't have an order or nothing. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with the Texans, Chief fan.
Yeah.
You come on.
Earl's like, I think that they're gonna lose. He trying to make up.
Do it.
Man, give me them Texans.
You do
Damn,
it. Chuck. Make me the lamb wolf. You do it too, Chuck.
Let me see how many different picks we got.
Two.
We got
You and I just have two different picks.
1,
Two.
2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. 5. We got 5 different picks, huh?
Okay, what are they? What are they? You tell me.
We picked different on the Broncos and the Lions. I picked the Lions, you picked the Broncos.
All right.
We picked different on the Jets and the Dolphins. You picked the Jets, I picked the Dolphins. We picked different on the Giants and the Saints. I picked the Giants, you picked the Saints. We picked different on the Patriots and the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs, you picked the Patriots. And we picked different on the Cowboys and the Bills. You picked the Bills, and I picked the Cowboys.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So all I gotta do is get 4 of them right.
Get 4 out of 5, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with my pick. I ain't okay with nice.
No, I'm okay with the Chiefs. I know that's gonna be.
Boy, okay. Oh, you said that last week too. Boy, Belichick got something waiting on you. For real. This is the NFL. Say, man, players are playing for their careers right now. They're rehearsing. Mm-hmm. They're rehearsing for other jobs. You did that. My boy Zeke is out there trying to make sure he got a job for next season. Say, man.
But don't that same logic apply to the Chiefs too, brother?
No, Chiefs playing for positioning. It's a big difference. They're playing for playoff position.
Kadarius Toney is playing for a roster spot next year. Them wide receivers for the Chiefs are playing this game for a roster spot.
Say it. That offense step up just a little bit. And like my boy said, man, like Reed said, he said we just want to tick off. We just want to tick off.
Okay. He just one hamburger away. But anyway, the Chiefs are playing for a position, trying to make sure they play a playoff schedule at home. They're playing for playoff positioning. The Patriots are not going to the playoffs. They're auditioning for jobs.
Yeah,
That's what they're
that's why
doing.
they're gonna lose.
So they have nothing to lose. They have everything to gain. Everything to gain, bro.
Keep saying that.
I will, just
Keep
like I
feeling
said
that way.
last week.
Yeah,
I'm
a broken
saying.
clock is right every once in a while. You get you win some you right
Hey,
every
man.
now and then
Hey,
and
man.
wrong every now and
Hey,
then.
go put a Chief.
But you know what?
Put the Chief
Me
logo
being
right
up,
on top of
me,
that
me
retire.
being up 4 games, I'm gonna write a little bit more than you. So we'll see.
Dude, the
We'll see.
party,
Bring it
hey,
up.
say, the party ain't over till the fat lady sing and she ain't sing.
We'll see.
Even
Like
hey,
one wise man said earlier in the season during these YouTubes, it's a long season.
right. And
And
like
you hit your
another, hey,
stride, you hit your just a tick off. You hit your stride at the right time.
yeah, hey,
You hit your
like
stride at
another
the right
wise,
time.
like another wise man
This is when they need to hit their stride.
the
You got
Chiefs
1
are
week to
going
brag.
on a
You got 1
losing
week to
streak.
brag. You got 1 week to brag. They lost 4 out of the
They're on a
last 6.
losing
But
streak.
still.
They're on a losing streak. Losers,
That's it. That streak come to an end right now.
Kansas City chokers.
All right. Keep talking.
Hey, you remember how I said last week? Chuck be like, every week, he'd be like, they gonna get it together. They gonna come back. It's gonna be, and I'd be like, but every week, man, the offense still ain't together. The offense is still struggling.
And you know what?
Still make
It's
mistakes.
every year it's the same thing.
No,
Every year.
Usually
It's
they
the
win
same
these games.
thing every
That game yesterday, Kansas City, that game last week, Kansas City, any other year would have won that game.
yeah.
Wouldn't have been an offsides. He would have tossed the ball back. Obo would have caught it. They would have went into the end zone. Chiefs would have found a way to win. That's the reason that I picked them, because I figured the Chiefs would find a way to win. But they didn't went out and got some players that's out there at the wideout positions that don't use their heads, that are just dummies, and they doing stupid stuff. That's what really frustrated Patrick Mahomes. I don't think it was the fact that he called the call. That's what I thought, that he was fussing at his people over there on the sidelines. Like, why would you make this mistake? How are you going to line up offsides when the game is on the line? How are you going to take our opportunity away from it? That's what I thought he was over there fussing about. I didn't realize, because I didn't watch the
It's just
nothing
an
afterwards.
accumulation
I didn't know he was fussing at the refs. That actually.
And they see everything Kansas City do wrong, but they missed that blatant pass interference where Marquez Valdez-Scantling was interfered with at the end of the game. They missed that. They missed that call, but okay.
Hey, man.
But you know what? Last year, everybody the Chiefs are done. The Chiefs are out. They lost Tyreek Hill. They don't have a chance. What they do? They go and win the Super Bowl. I'm not even worried about it.
I can say all that. I'm just saying they're on a losing streak. Andy Reid is putting bacon on his cheeseburgers now.
And they're going to make it. They're going to be okay. They'll make it to the playoffs. That's fine. They're fine.
Yeah,
they'll make it to the playoffs. And when they make it to the playoffs and they make a run, then I'm with Kurt.
Do you
Everybody
think
just need to shut the hell up?
Do you think that all
until then
mistakes? Do you think that these mistakes, all the errors, all the flags, all that stuff is going? We're in week 16, or week 15. You think that if they haven't cleaned it up from week 1 to week 15, you think that they're gonna clean it up in week 16 through the playoffs?
I mean, y'all saying Buffalo is? Y'all saying Buffalo is?
Buffalo did. Buffalo did.
One game.
They're showing us in the last 2 weeks that
Buffalo be the team that. I ain't no shade of Kansas City, but Buffalo be the team that ain't scored over 19 points a game all season. Let's leave that. Y'all saying that they getting ready to beat somebody that's been scoring 30 every game.
I'm saying that Belichick is going to outcoach the hamburger man. They're going out to New England New England ain't got nothing. They playing for jobs. Zeke is showcasing to try to stay in the NFL, whether he gonna come back to Dallas or not. He watching the TV. He's seeing what his old team is doing. He's showing out for them to let them know that he's still Zeke. And the Kansas City, Mahomes, the half speed is looking. He's frustrated. And like I said, Andy Reid is putting bacon on his hamburgers now, and his blood pressure ain't right.
So you calling him the hamburger from the McDonald's commercial? The hamburger
man, already.
To answer your question, Earl, yes, I do think they'll turn it around.
They're gonna turn it around.
And to address Earl, Kansas City will go to Foxborough and find a way to get a win. I don't care who's coaching.
They found a way to lose at home too.
So they play better on the road than they did at home this season so far. Yes.
Hey man, they play like hobos. Hobos don't change their draw. Say man, they done.
Yeah, that first Super Bowl that they won, man. They turned it around. That's what I was to see before that. When they went to the AFC Championship game, they were on a 5-game losing streak.
But Chuck,
they turned it around. They turned it around and made it to the playoffs and went to the AFC Championship game and lost to New England.
They lost this game in spite of great play from the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. When your quarterback get out there and be throwing the passes and doing the stuff that he was doing, and then when they needed a third down conversion, he hit a man in the hands and the dude just dropped it. When they needed this play, he did it. He did everything that he was supposed to do, and somebody else screwed it up. I don't think Patrick Mahomes can overcome that. I just, when he do everything he can and do everything right, especially at the end of games, like at the end of quarters and in the right times, like Patrick Mahomes normally does. Like I was watching Patrick and I was like, hey man, he balling. He doing what he's supposed to do. Right. These other dudes is out here screwing it up. It's not Patrick Mahomes. It's the other people that are the wide receivers that I'm like, dude, these dudes they not on that level. I just think he don't have a Tyreek Hill. He don't got that playmaker, that dude. And I don't care what nobody say. Kelsey's lost the step. I don't think Kelsey is what he used to be.
They'll tick off. Yeah, right. Kelsey's been injured.
Right. Even Mike, the great Michael Jordan, the GOAT, even Michael Jordan couldn't turn Stacey King into an NBA star. I rest my case, boy. I don't care who Mahomes doing his job, but he playing with dookie fingers out there, man. Come on, man. As Michael Irvin say, great players make great plays when it counts.
Fair enough.
Big time players make big time plays.
Fair enough.
When it counts.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's your opinion. Good observation. We'll come back and talk about it at the end of the season.
It looks like a proven
fact. At the end of the year, we'll come back and talk about it.
It's factual.
I'm not even getting on. I want, and that's what I'm saying. See, because I feel like I'm coming from a neutral spot. Because I want Patrick Mahomes to win. I want him to be the best quarterback to ever play the game. I can't stand Tom Brady. I want him to win a few more Super Bowls so people will stop talking about Tom Brady and talk about the black quarterback Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he has the potential to be, and I hope that he is, and I want to see it. Right? So I'm not a Kansas City fan. I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Even I'm looking at him right now like,
Good. This is good observations. We'll come back.
Right.
We'll see if you're all right.
Hey, Patrick.
I just have a difference of opinion. I think they'll turn it around. I think they'll turn it around.
Chuck.
And I think once they'll be in that Super Bowl, then that's when I get to have my little.
Whenever I'm talking to my son about,
I'm humbling myself this week. I humbled myself this week. They lost some games, but I know it's always set back. But one thing I do know is never as bad as it looks, and it's
it's not as bad as it looks because it is.
One tick off, bro.
Hey, your quarterback, he won't take a profit. And what I mean is, on them passes where the more Butterfinger receivers miss the deep passes, he's throwing over open tight ends and open running backs.
Yeah.
Andy Reid, think back to Donovan McNabb, Westbrook, Shady McCoy. Where is the pass game for the running back in Andy Reid's offense? When have you seen it last?
They ain't
That's a
doing
good
it. He going
observation.
for the home run shot, and he ain't
You
got.
get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about he
Mhm.
used to do that 12 to 15 plays. A dump off.
Yeah.
Make sure you get 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. He's not doing that. Pat is he want to stab everybody all the time when, bro, you throwing over the 7-yard pass in the flat. Watson be open all the time. When he throw the Butterfinger passes, he's trying to get it all instead of taking 6-7 yard profit. So
Exactly.
all I'm saying is Pat have to play with what he got, not with what he wants.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this. I predict that they're going to New England, play the best game that they played all season, and I think it'll be a real big win. I don't even think it's going to be close.
I picked them, but they'll need to play their best offensive game they've played this season to beat
I don't think it's going to be a close game.
Like my boy said, he said, it's a lot that goes into it, and he said, I see where we're going. The offense is improved. We're only a tick off. We'll get it straight.
I don't think it's going to be a problem this week. What scares me is in the playoff. Is because when people go into these playoff games making these stupid mental errors, making these stupid mental mistakes, getting these stupid penalties, and this one and done is done. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that in the playoffs. And they've shown us for 15 weeks now. It's not Patrick. It's everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And you can't go in there in a playoff game and come out victorious doing what they're doing right now. I just don't. That's what scares me. That's what scares me. They're going to win this game against New England. New England sucks. But when they're playing against the cream of the crop,
it's not as bad as it seems. It's really not.
Right,
these all the things y'all saying, they're fixable.
15 weeks ain't been fixed yet.
Last week we said
maybe it takes 16 weeks.
Last
Maybe
week
it takes 17 weeks. It's fixable.
Did we not, Kurt? Last week we said the Giants suck.
Yep.
Last week we said the Colts suck. I mean, last week we said the Bengals suck. A lot of our picks that we're normally picking, we're losing these games. So what would make you think all of a sudden the New England Patriots aren't professionals?
You just answered.
Ironically, they've been playing like trash. I mean,
you just answered. You just. With that said, you just verified what I'm saying. They can get it fixed.
They're not going to fix it in the
right now. Right now, you know what I'm saying? Like KC used to be on the top card, you know what I'm saying? But now they more on the sissy fight. So, I mean, I think they got a chance to look. They got a chance to lose, but what I'm saying, it ain't outrageous for him to pick the Patriots. It's not like some big surprise. Like y'all been playing like boo-boo. I mean, I think you're better than that, but here's the thing about football, guys. You do what the game asks you to do, not what you want. And you ain't got the horses to be throwing the ball down the field. Use your tight ends and running backs. You ain't gonna do it.
Like he run
that's Pop Warner.
He's throwing the ball like Tyreek out there.
Yes, and he's gone. And he ain't coming back. Like, if they change their philosophy, bro, it's like playoff basketball, right? You better have a half-court offense when you get into the playoffs. Because if you don't, the tight games, you can't win them, bro.
It's little things. Like I saw him throw one of those little short short ends, short, short end patterns, and the kid caught it, and he was able to turn up field. You know what I'm saying? And even the what's them said, oh, he turned up field, and then he got tackled. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, I was like, boy, if that was Tyreek Hill, that'd have been touchdown.
Yeah.
Because if he catch that little short end and is able to turn up field on you,
Right.
you're not catching them. You know what I'm saying? You're not catching that.
That's
guy.
the difference.
So it was just little things like that that I was watching. I was like, oh.
I'm not denying the fact. Look, ain't nobody in here gets as upset with these receivers and these penalties than I do. You don't see how I'm pissed off with them. But still,
really? I can't tell.
I'm really upset with the play. I don't like the play. I'm upset with the play.
I don't believe
I've been upset with some plays that I mean,
Chuck, I think you're exaggerating.
Mahomes got, Mahomes has made some ugly decisions, but I can live with it, because he makes some
the first one was that haircut.
He did throw a couple of picks, bad passes. He missed a couple of receivers that he normally wouldn't miss. Long throws and But with all that being said, man, I just feel deep down inside they'll get it fixed, they'll get it turned around, and they'll make a spectacular run.
Yeah,
and put all the naysayers wrong.
I have to say that I agree with Chuck when he say he gets upset with his team because I watched the Super Bowl with Chuck. I flew to Virginia and chilled with Chuck, watching the Super Bowl with Chuck. And y'all should have saw me on the end of his couch. Like a little kid, I felt like I was at Almyrandom house. Y'all remember how we used to sit at Almyrandom house all together on the couch?
Yeah, man.
I sat at the corner of the couch. I didn't say a word. Charles was sitting on his captain's chair, right in the middle of the TV.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be kind of explosive when they playing. Well, like when I watched the game with you, Kurt, I was a little more composed.
Yeah, we was both going for the
I don't want you to see me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, hey, you don't want to be at his house this Sunday.
Huh?
You said I don't want to be at his house this Sunday.
Yeah, we be all right, man.
This Sunday you'll be real ticked off.
No, this one Eagles tick me off, and this one tick me off.
Hey, sometimes I wish we could check in real quick on the video during the Sunday. You know what I'm saying? See how people living.
Hey, we gotta record Chuck this Sunday.
Cause
we gotta record this
Sunday. I get a little heated, man. I get a little hot headed.
You gonna be real hot this Sunday.
All right, we'll see.
Hey, D, send me that hoodie, man. Y'all found us out of here, man.
Yeah. One more thing before you sign us out.
All right.
Dak Prescott gonna make believers out of y'all.
Nah, this dude. All right, so that's even worse than thinking that Kansas City gonna win the Super Bowl this year. You talking about Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott ain't doing nothing.
Hey, look, y'all. Before we sign off, I was wrong. I stand corrected. You guys, I made a comment, man, that I said the Dallas Cowboys would lose again before the Chiefs lose again.
I didn't want to bring that up. I was wrong, and
I
appreciate that, but I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
Hey, Kurt. So that's one time. That's one time. You said you had never, ever, never once heard Chuck say something like that. But so we're gonna give Chuck his props. He was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, but Chuck the big with me though. Hey, Chuck the only one standing up for my Cowboys. So you know what I'm saying?
No, and listen.
People that went to high school and live in Texas won't even roll with the Cowboys. Against Buffalo. Someone they ain't never been.
Say, check it out. I'm down here with nothing but Cowboy fans. Y'all just don't know how hellacious it is. Everywhere you turn is Cowboy. it's almost like Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my home, but dang, Chuck is overboard. They need to lose. He need a humble pie. And dude, I live here. It's everywhere. I see that all day.
I feel the same way, Chubb. Man, I can't stand a Cowboy fan because they are so obnoxious.
Man.
The only thing worse than a Cowboy fan is a Los Angeles Laker fan. Boy, y'all, boy,
and I'm
these
both.
Laker
And I'm
fans,
both. And I'm
boy.
both. Yeah.
And you, man.
We are.
And I live in Houston.
Talking basketball, you just seem like a LeBron hater. So yeah.
I'm not a LeBron hater, but I'm not even a Michael Jordan fan. My favorite player ever is Akeem Olajuwon. You know what I'm saying? I love Akeem. But as a baller, and as somebody who played basketball, like y'all know football, I know basketball. And I've seen them both play because me and my son, we had this argument all day long, every day. Michael Jordan is clear number one. He's the best to ever play the game of basketball.
He's one of the best.
And then I said, and LBJ, LeBron James, is clearly number two. I don't understand how people throw other people in there. LeBron James is clearly number two. Mike is clearly number one. You know, but he will argue me. I'm
Why
like,
can't you factor Kobe Bryant in that mix somewhere?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I just got five. I gotta
go back in the day.
I got a Rushmore, right? So the thing about Jordan is he did get his six MVPs, but didn't he play 15, 16 years though?
That don't matter.
No,
you sound like my son.
No.
You sound like my son.
You gotta
look at the average.
I seen
Look
Isaiah
at the
Thomas.
average.
Yeah, I seen Detroit Bad Boys put foots in them so much.
Yeah, they did. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But Michael Jordan
to the most sissified Michael Jordan rules.
No, you
absolutely right.
Calling fouls. Put a foot in him, and he had to go get big. He had to learn how to be Detroit. But listen to this, come on, man. Michael Jordan is the best ever player. He averaged more points than LeBron James.
He took a vacation.
He was a 10-time defensive player of the year.
LeBron didn't go play baseball.
Defensive player in the league, as well as the best offensive player in the league.
What did Jordan look like at 38?
Tell me one time the best
what does Jordan look like at 38? What does LeBron look like at 38?
But Jordan,
I would like to say that your son grew up in the era where LeBron James is playing. You grew up in an era, he didn't get to see a lot of Michael Jordan. You grew up in an era where Michael Jordan was playing. Both. Then you got people back in the day, you know, like would say Oscar Robertson, you know, just players
Bill
like
Russell. If we gonna count rings,
every generation think that
in championships, and Bill Russell got
when the basketball go back, Bill Russell. When basketball go back 100 years or so.
And Jordan wasn't better than no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It's just you
wasn't better than him.
You grew up in your prime in basketball idolizing Michael Jordan.
But
your son is idolizing.
They idolized in 6 years out of a 16-year career.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Y'all say that 6 years. Yes, he won 6 straight championships. He won
a baseball, and then he had a baseball career on there too.
Before he won his first championship, he took a team with no other all-stars on it. Not one. He took a team that had 0 people who had ever been in an all-star game.
Where do you take them to?
Who would ever be in an all-star game to a 50-win record? Took them to the second round of the playoffs.
Second round.
Come on, man. LeBron ain't never did that. LeBron done gone from team to team, looking for somebody that he can play with so that he can win a championship with somebody who's like, you ain't do it by myself.
And Jordan didn't do nothing without Scottie. Nothing without Steve Kerr. Nothing without Dennis Rodman. Nothing without Tony Kukoc.
He won chips without Dennis Rodman. What are you talking about? He won you.
Did he
and
win
then you
one
talk
without
like, you
Scotty?
talking like Steve Kerr
Did he win
is
one
a
without
is a
Scotty?
all
That's
is an
when it
all pro
clicked.
Did he
player.
win
Scotty
one
Pippen.
without Scotty Pippen?
You
Yeah,
need
see,
every
this is-
Huh?
they had a Batman.
Why
and a
y'all
Robin,
worshiping?
man.
Why y'all worshiping
Hey, man,
Jordan?
look,
I'm just
Nobody's
saying, hey,
worshiping.
Jordan,
Why you worshiping
20,
LeBron
hey,
James?
look,
Wait,
hey,
25,
facts are
he's still
facts.
playing. Did
25
Jordan look like this at 38?
Facts
with
are
25
facts.
Did Jordan look like this at
Facts.
38?
Facts are
Did Jordan
facts.
look like this at
Facts
38?
are
He
facts.
did.
Jordan,
It doesn't
hey,
matter. Yes, he does.
Jordan,
He's been
Jordan
able to
took
play
a
for a long
beating, though.
time.
The game
He
that
He's
changed,
been able to
wished.
play for a long time.
the
He
beatings
wished.
that Jordan
He
took.
played for a long time. But
Yeah.
if you
Hey,
take
man,
the average,
He had
if you
6
take
good
average,
years.
let's look at
He
how many
had
points
6
Jordan
good years,
averaged
bro.
over his career.
He
There's
had 6
let's
good years.
let's take the average points. See, that's when you make it fair. He played 19
All-time
years.
scorer.
When you
All-time
take
scorer.
that's
He's
a
still
longevity
putting up
stat.
30
He
a
played for
game.
19 years.
What are you talking about?
That's a longevity. He played for
LeBron
19
ain't never.
years.
He
If you
ain't
play
never
for
ran
19,
off
20
it.
years, you're gonna
Okay,
score more points. You're gonna have
LeBron
more
gon'
points when you play for
LeBron.
20
Hey,
years.
LeBron
That's
James
it.
just announced he's
That's
gonna
it.
retire.
When you
He's
take
gonna
games
retire
off,
from basketball,
when you
and
play in
LeBron
an
gonna
era,
go
when
play
you play in an
pickleball.
era when you take
LeBron
games
gonna
off,
go play
when you play in
professional
an era where you
pickleball
don't play every game, you can play for
for a
19
whole year
years.
and then come back.
Jordan, look how many years did Jordan play 82, more than 80 games in his career? Now
You're not
tell
gonna
me how
convince
many
me.
years LeBron
If
James
it
has
make you
played
feel
80
good to
games
say
once.
that, you can
Tell me
worship
Can't
6
do it.
years.
LeBron James has done it one time. He ain't
I
never
see
did it.
Larry
Family
Bird. I
basketball
see
fights.
Isaiah Thomas.
Uh,
Isaiah Thomas and them. They don't think he the best
uh,
because
They
they
don't
put
think who?
foots in him. Because
yeah,
they put
Isaiah
foots in
Thomas
him.
can hate all he wants to.
Yeah,
Because
he a
Isaiah
hater,
Thomas
though.
also walked off the
And
court when
if
Jordan
Magic
took his
Johnson
place.
wouldn't have got AIDS, he still wouldn't have got the championships he
But
got.
Jordan, hey,
Yeah,
one
it
thing
woulda,
about
shoulda,
it,
coulda. We
hey,
Yeah,
never.
we didn't even talk about Magic Johnson.
hey, ain't nobody talking about Magic
Oh.
Johnson ugly shoes. Look, Michael Jordan, irregardless, Jordan gonna go down in 50 years. They'll still be talking about Jordan. When LeBron go, he done had a run,
They'll still be talking about him taking a break and going to play baseball.
but
That's
they'll
what
still, hey, and they'll still be
LeBron
buying.
didn't do that. And you can say
Yeah.
you can say
Listen.
what you want about
You
LeBron,
can't
but
argue
when
with 6 and
everywhere
0.
you move,
Can't
have
argue with
LeBron,
6 and 0.
hey, have LeBron ever went
James
to
been
a
in the league for
team
19
and not won a
years, still ain't got
championship?
6 rings.
Have he ever went to a team and not won 10 finals?
LeBron James
10
been in the league for
finals.
19
What are you
years.
talking
Still
about?
ain't did what Mike did in
10
11.
finals. If we
Still
count
ain't did what Mike
rings,
did in 11.
hey, if we
11
count
seasons
rings,
versus 19,
Bill Russell.
LeBron James still ain't
Okay,
did what
so
Mike did in 11.
Bill Russell got 11 championships.
You have to play for 19
Bill Russell got
years
11
just to make your
championships.
case. You have
Bill
to play for
Russell
8 more
got
years
11
just to even make your
championships.
case. That don't even make sense.
Bill Russell got
And
11
all these years,
championships.
you have to double the career, double the amount of games, and still ain't accomplish what Michael Jordan did. I'm
But
gonna
in
take
your
out all the
eyes,
losses. You
in
still
your
ain't won
eyes,
6.
in
Michael
your
Jordan
eyes,
was in the right
Then come
situation
back and talk to
in
me.
your
at
eyes,
the right
Play
time.
for 30 years and win six rings, and then we can start to have a conversation. But you
See,
ain't even won 6
you would have
rings.
some valid. You would have a point with me.
LeBron James is
You would have a
great
point
number
with
2.
me.
He's
But
great.
you the same one that got the philosophy where Dak Prescott, he done got beaten the second round, took Cowboys team to the second round. He's
No
nothing.
rings.
But Michael
No
Jordan take a team to the second round and he's God. Come on, man.
Oh, no.
Make it make
But
sense.
look.
Make it make
If
sense.
hey, listen. If Dak Prescott wins
Ain't no
this
if.
year,
Ain't
hold
no if.
on.
Let's go on
If
what
Dak
you said.
Prescott
Address what
wins
you
the Super
said.
Bowl, listen, I will agree with you. If Dak Prescott wins a ring this year, then he wins a ring
I ain't
next
talking
year.
about no ring. I'm talking about you.
No.
You bragged
You
on him
said it.
to the
You brought
second
up
round.
that, and then Dak Prescott wins another ring, and the year after that, he goes 3 in a row. And then he takes a year off, and then he comes back and wins 3 more, then I will say Dak Prescott is the best quarterback to ever play.
But what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
do you
what
think?
I'm saying is, I don't need you to
I
say
give you that.
anything, though.
I give you that.
I'm just saying, I don't need nobody to say nothing. I don't think Mike
Tom
Jordan's the
Brady's
best.
the best quarterback
That's
to ever play the game?
No, he's not my best, no.
I mean,
Statistically,
what we arguing about
Same
then?
thing. Tom Brady got the
longevity.
most
He played for a
rings.
long time, won a bunch of rings for a long time. But who do I think is the best quarterback to ever play the game? In my opinion, from what I've seen, is Joe Montana. I think Joe Montana was a better quarterback. But I also think football is different from basketball. Basketball, there's 5 players on the court at a time. Football, there's 11 players. All these things have to go for you to win. So I just think it's a different sport. But in basketball, man, listen, LeBron James is great. I admire the dude. I think he's
He ain't even number one on my list. I'm just saying that the
not,
Jordan
he's
worship,
not better than mine.
the Jordan people.
And I think
in order for Jordan to be good,
it's just contrarian.
in order for Jordan to be good, you got to put LeBron down.
Themselves. I think they argue it just to argue. That's why I'm
no,
not
Jordan,
LeBron can't just be LeBron.
Jordan goes
Mount argue this point.
Jordan, I believe Jordan goes on the Mount Rushmore. The best that ever played the game. I don't know about that.
I think he's on the Mount Rushmore. Yeah, definitely.
I think LeBron is
I
on
think
Mount Rushmore,
Kareem is there. I think Olajuwon is there.
I look at the whole picture, man. Michael Jordan, I'm looking at the whole picture. The
Me
big
too.
picture. Say,
LeBron's picture ain't painted yet.
No, he ain't done yet. So I'm saying, well, Jordan.
And then look what he's doing.
Hey, 50 years from now, people still gonna be putting on that Jordan. 50 years from now.
That's cool.
And I'll say this, Jordan left basketball after his daddy was murdered. So it was a thing where I don't know what happened with that, but something happened with where he went through.
I don't know, but LeBron ain't had no problems like that.
Right.
LeBron ain't had no problems
like
like
LeBron,
that. In 100 years, we still gonna got people with a white Jesus on their wall.
I respect LeBron because LeBron has kept it clean this many years. He's never been in the media on an ill-gotten situation. I give LeBron his props. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't respect the NBA game today. It's a different time. They play real soft now. Jordan and them,
and who caused that softness? Who caused the change? Who caused the change to make the rules so soft?
Jordan got punished. The punishment that he took changed the game, and now Steph Curry and LeBron and them are the recipients of the beating he took. But Charles Barkley and all of them will tell you they beat the hell out of Jordan.
That's why they call him Black Jesus. It's because of his sacrifice that you're all able to do what you do today.
I'm not taking nothing away from him. He just ain't the best in my eyes.
Allen Iverson is he took a beating. And if Allen Iverson played in today's time, he would be probably the greatest point guard.
Magic Jordan didn't get AIDS. He got AIDS when he was 31 years old.
Who?
Magic Johnson?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
Okay. No, I'm talking about Allen Iverson.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's a whole lot of ifs could have happened where it would have affected things. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan.
I ain't taking nothing away. I'm just saying, why is it that people can't just say, damn, this nigga right here been a stud for 20 years?
I say that.
That's stud. Not 7 points a game.
I just said, hey, Chuck, didn't I just say that I don't even understand how people will say that he's not number 2? I don't get it. I think Michael Jordan's number 1, clearly, and I think that LeBron James is clearly the second best player to ever live. And people
Here's the thing. Here's my top.
LeBron James fan will attack you for saying that I think out of the billions of people who pick up a basketball, that this man is the second best ever to pick it up, to ever do this thing called basketball. And LeBron James fans will attack you like you just said he was trash.
I ain't no basketball fan like that. I'm just saying.
You this. You put him at number 2. I'm gonna put Jordan at number 1, and I'm gonna say the Black Mamba for the pure fact Kobe took some scrubs, and when Shaq left, he said, "Give me some scrubs. I'm gonna stay right here with the Lakers and bring it home again." I don't even put LeBron at number 2.
You don't have to though. You don't have to. You don't have to though. You don't have to. It's a matter of your perspective.
Yeah, right.
In my world, Michael Jordan, I mean, I've never bought a pair of Jordans in my life. Never.
I can say I ain't never paid full price. So, hey, I
I
get
can't
my
say
George
either one of
fist
those.
down.
I mean, I'm
But
just
I'm just
saying.
saying,
I'm one of
hey,
pair.
I just really wasn't no fan. That's all I'm saying. I'm Isaiah John. I'm a Pistons fan. So
I just think
era.
there's an argument to be made of who's the best to ever play. I guess it's a matter of perspective.
I mean,
I know
Jordan's up
Burrow
in there.
used
You got
that word
Kareem.
clearly.
I mean,
mine's not clearly.
hey,
Kobe-
man, you
Kobe-
done hit 2 hours.
But
Right.
there's a lot of those. Huh?
Until this past couple of years, I had Kobe in front of LeBron because I'm a Kobe nigga. I love Kobe, right? So I mean, it is what it is. There ain't no offense to nobody. I'm just saying, I'm seeing the dude at 38. Man, he looking better shape than them 25-year-olds, and he's still hitting his head on the top of the square
Right.
at 38.
Kobe
Wow.
won me over when he came to the AA after he got in that trouble and everybody in the United States was booing him. He came to the AA while the Mavericks was hot, when Dirk this, Dirk that, and he told the whole team to move aside. Second half, he took over, D. The Black Mamba took over the game with the boos going on. He took over and ran up out of here with the victory. I said, that dude right there got a pack of balls. He got balls.
Yeah.
And that's what he showed me.
But I told you player X is an all-time leading scorer. If I told you player X has more buzzer beaters all time, if I told you player X is top 10 in assists, if I told you the player X is going to be top 20 in steals by the time that he finishes, you'll say player X was pretty good, though.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And then if I told you that player X averaged more points than anybody who's ever played the game, including people like Wilt Chamberlain. If I told you that player X not only was the best scorer of his generation, of the world of ever, but also one of the best
player X ain't supposed to be no scorer
ever. Though. If I told you that player X broke the record for shooting guards in block shots. If I told you that player X is up there in the top 5 in steals in his shortened career. If I told you player X won 3 straight championships, left to go play another sport, came back 2 years later and won 3 more straight championships, people would be like, yo, that's a pretty good player.
Yep. And that's what he is. He pretty good.
Hey man, time us out of here, man.
You prove my point, Pastor. You prove my point. Thank you.
The Chiefs gonna lose this week. We got to go.
You said it beautiful.
I love
that
you.
Was beautiful.
Hey, Kurt, that was a good one. I love you, dog. That was
see, this is what people want to see right here.
He won the argument with that one line. And it was, that was a good one.
Hey, you done got me so many times. I got
you. Get a benediction, man, so we can go.
Hey, man, thank y'all for joining me. Man, we've had a good time today. We've been talking about football. We've been talking about basketball. We've been talking about everything. Listen, we want to hear what you think about all the stuff that we've been talking about. Hit us down below. Let us know what you think, man, and share this with somebody. If you know somebody who would like this type of content, send this to them, man. We want to hear from you. We want to hear and get this message out there to as many people because we just want people to do better, be better, and live better than they did yesterday. Listen, this is week 15. We want y'all to come back next week and join us for week 16 when we see how we did and then make our picks for week 16. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Be blessed. And we'll see y'all next week.
It's Bubba
Go
Dub.
Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
With some real cats,
Go
Bubba Dub, with all that trash talk.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, come kick it with some real
Yeah, kick it with some real cats, Bubba Dub. You ain't got to go Hollywood. All right, we out.
Yeah. Hey, if order